Good evening and welcome. 1 second. I hope that you all are well. We are entering into the London session. Uh, let's get the exact time on London. 6 a.m. in London. So let's get ready for that. Nothing but great things to come from our London session. I'm going to be stressing tonight the golden EMA crosses. Oh, I love it. Thank you for trading with me. Go ahead and drop something in the comments and let me know where you are. And we're going to get started in just one moment. Hmm. I do need to we're pushing up here. Let me go down here and show you. Okay, first thing is always, please always check FinViz. Gold is green. That means the market is buying. And let's go down here to the 1 minute chart to find our entry points, right? We've gone to FinViz. The market is buying, and now we want to find a really good entry point. This is my banking scanner that you're looking at on the left. And then I have another scanner that I like to use on the right. And I really just like to find where the market is going to be doing things like this, right? Where it's going to be really hard for the market to get out. I really stress teaching beginners how to be successful with simple strategies. A, B, C, D. Oh, okay. I'm just making sure y'all can hear me. With simple strategies. 1 second. Oh, that's going to happen if I don't do this. 1 second. All right. I'm ready now. I am rejuvenated and ready to go, actually. Let's roll. Shall we? All right. So, um, yeah, I like to trade gold. Gold has been very kind to me. And so I sold. I used to trade a lot of US 30, NAS, S&P indices for the most part. But I think that for new traders, perfecting gold is crucial. Mhm. So we trade gold. Yeah, and gold is moving up. Okay, so I told you I was looking for an entry on gold. I'm already in this gold buy, and I really want to see it break above this black line. This black line needs to be at that yellow box. It has open and close, so we should be good on the buy for gold. Oh, I was waiting to get in. I am trading futures and Forex. So futures is good, Forex is good. My Forex chart is moving and grooving. I'm definitely in profit here. And this broken line is my TP area that I'm waiting to see. Okay, so what am I looking for tonight? I'm just kind of thinking out loud tonight, okay? Always waiting on my entry, always trading above the EMAs. This EMA right here is really near and dear to my heart. I call this my golden EMA strategy. And the purple EMA, I trade only above this EMA for a buy. And when the yellow is on top, I trade that EMA for a sale. Okay. So right now, the market is doing something I love to see it do. I like to see it create this series. Okay. And then when I get a doji, I'm like, okay, cool. The market wants to reset. Um, and so I let it. So I got a doji. I still got my 4 candle series. So that tells me that the momentum is pretty good. My banking scanner is still telling me that the momentum for the buy is strong. Blue means buy. We keep it very KG around here, and red means sell. I just think as an educator, we need to keep the concepts as simple as possible. Okay. On my higher time frame on this one, I'm simply looking at where is the EMA and is the market going to push above this horizontal line where I've drawn a barrier. This green box is the Monday box. Whoever has access to the Monday scanner, you know that that thing is lovely. Okay. And so we are above the 50% line. And the only thing we want to see is the momentum continue. We're getting a little bit of consolidation, but that should be breaking in a minute. We definitely should be good for a shoot up momentarily, okay? So again, this is where our market is. Look at that. That's a nice little buy, right? Some good strength on gold. This was our yellow line here. Let me create a line that's a different color. I'm going to do this one purple so that I can keep up with the trend of the market. Okay. All right. And I want to keep up with, is the market pushing up or is it pulling back? And right now you got a little bit of pullback. Let it pull back. We really don't care unless EMAs cross. And so I spend a lot of time teaching new traders on respecting these EMAs. A lot of people come into trading and they're all over the place, right? They use a lot of different things to trade. But the one thing that I have found successful as an educator is the EMAs. The first thing I would recommend for new traders to learn, if you want to be consistently profitable, is to learn candle patterns and decide if you're going to use regular candles or if you're going to use Hakanashi candles. I like to use Hakanashi candles because I think they're good for beginners. And Hakanashi candles tell you the momentum that the market is moving in. So many people come into trading and they want to make $1,000 a day. And to me, it's not about can you make $1,000 a day. I think anybody can make $1,000 a day trading, $10,000. It depends on how much money you have in your account. I think that's irrelevant. I think the thing that you learn as a trader that is consistently profitable is that your accuracy needs to be impeccable. Your accuracy needs to be consistent. And for me, your accuracy needs to be at 100%. And most people think, oh, nobody can be at 100%, but you can the majority of the time be at 100%. So I think that that's really important. And so, how are you going to be consistently profitable? How are you going to be the majority of the time at 100%, which is where you need to be? You're going to have to learn what candles work best for you, which strategy works best for you. For beginners, I think what's important is candle movement, okay? And then being able to pay attention to patterns, okay? If I look at the bigger picture here, what happens on the left, it's got to happen on the right. Okay, so this trade does have momentum to come down. This is like its little high area here. So in order for it to continue to buy up to 30, we really need that candle to open and close here. Okay, so how can I determine if that's even going to happen, if that's even an option? I can determine that by watching this movement of this candle. Okay. The EMAs are blue. Blue EMAs mean that the market is buying. I told you again here on this one, I am only going to buy above that purple line. Now, when the market starts to pull back like it's pulling back right now, I could care less about that. I'm not going to be stressed. This market does need to come down for a sale. Don't ever get it twisted. What it does on the left, it is going to do on the right. But is it going to do it right now? I don't know. Let's see. I got 3 candles. I like to see 4 candles in a series. I don't mind it coming all the way down here, okay? And then bouncing and going back up because the overall momentum is definitely buy momentum. These little boxes are just like extra things. I can have them or I cannot have them, but they're telling me what areas have an enormous amount of resistance. Okay. And so when I look at this, I'm like, okay, it's a tremendous resistance here. Do you see how that candle just wicked? Okay. That's why I'm super confident in this buy because this area has heavy resistance in here. So if it's going to sell down, one, you're going to need some news. Let's see where that is with the news. Gonna need some news. Let's look at the full calendar. What's today? Today's still Monday in the States. Yeah, we're good. Our next set of news for Tuesday. Got a lot of news at 8:30 a.m. Eastern, okay? And because I trade gold, I have to pay attention to all the red folders because trust me, it is going to cause the market to jolt, okay? All right, so let's go back up here again. Heavy on FinViz. All right, FinViz is telling me that the momentum on gold right now is stronger for the buy than it is for the sell, and I respect that. For new traders, I think it's really important to use a tool like this, and this is just finviz.com. Okay, because whatever color this is, 90% of the time, that is the direction that I'm looking to go in. All right, so let's come back up over here. And now let's drop down to our lower time frame. Again, the market is in like a weird consolidation. I do not trade consolidation. I will go and take a nap and and return when the market is alive. Again, we're getting some dojis here. And this is telling me that the momentum is very weak. I want to see some strong momentum. I want to see either strong momentum for the buy or I want to see strong momentum for the sale. Either or. Pick a direction and let's go in that direction. 1 second. So we wait, right? We wait for the market to come out of these dojis to see if the market is going to continue to push down. Because I trade Hakanashi candles, flat tops and flat bottoms are very, very important. Hmm. Okay, I'm just setting something up right quick. 1 second. All right. So here we go. We got a little pullback on the buy right here. And then right here, we always want to see the push through. Okay. Do that plus symbol, star symbol, whatever you refer to it as in your community. All right. Ooh, that's a good one. All right. So that's what I want to see. I want to see a flat bottom. Okay. And with Hakanashi candles, so many people use regular candles. I'm not familiar with Hakanashi candles, but Hakanashi candles for a beginner are crucial to me. Because again, it helps you to understand momentum. And how do you understand momentum? Let me see if this candle is going to give me what I need for that push up. I do like that one. I'm going to take that. Order filled. Let me lower that. That's loud. Okay. Hmm. Why did 1 second? I'm sorry, my screen is not. Oh, must be time. Oh, okay, there it is. Okay, back over here. So now we got some ugly little dojis happening, and that's because it's the top of the hour. The market is pushing down. Now let's look at this here. Okay. Now we talked about this here. What happens on the left has to happen on the right. Okay. So there is cause for the market to push down in here, right in here. Okay. And if it does push down, we should be looking for it to push all the way down to this area. Okay. But right now, the market keeps throwing us dojis. It's not really, I don't believe this until it creates a series. And the series is multiple candles with flat tops and flat bottoms. Okay. It's looking like it does want to push down for a sale. And then you have all of this here, right? The patterns, the market makes these shapes over and over again, which I call letters. So it makes M's and W's and the letter N and the letter U, right? Just in different directions depending on if the market is buying or selling. Again, we got extreme resistance happening here. So we'll see if this market is going to push through here. Typically, if it pushes down through this break and retest, it's because of news or something interesting happening in the world. Okay. So again, look, there's that doji. I'm still not believing that this thing is ready to sell until it gives me a nice series of candles. And when it does that, then both my waves will be red. And then we know we got some sell down momentum. If it does do that, I could care less. That's fine with me. It could sell down, and I'm expecting it to come down here and then turn around and just continue to buy it. Okay. Because I don't see it selling all the way down. Now let's go to the higher time frame and see what it's talking about. You got pullback here on the higher time frame. This is the 15-minute chart. I really like to make sure I catch the fresh EMA cross on the 15-minute chart. So again, this is where your fresh EMA cross is. Now, if you are a new trader, I highly recommend that you stick to the 15-minute chart and that you do catch these fresh EMA crosses. Because when you get that fresh EMA cross, the market is going to give you a beautiful, beautiful push up or beautiful drop down. Okay. Those of you who are familiar with the Monday box, we are hanging out in the Monday box. The 50% line is down here. And we're just looking to see if our market is going to push up right here. We got 4 minutes left. We may get a doji in just a moment, guys, because the market is pulling back and the market is pulling forth. As it always does, you kind of get used to that. But again, the market is in a little bit of consolidation as we close out the Asian session and prepare to go into London. We are not fully in London yet, but this does have a little bit of pull down in here. So let's see what we get in this break and retest here. This area of resistance here. Okay. Hmm. Hmm. Interesting. I'm just looking at where you had a break and a retest in here and your market shot and vice versa. It's got a lot of movement, but heavy on the consolidation tonight, gold. Heavy on the consolidation. I want to see if it's gonna ricochet, but it's just still giving us like that slow creep. We did get a fresh EMA cross here for the sale. So I am gonna put a horizontal line in here. All of these tools that I'm using, you can find them in my bio, especially if you want to use the technology uh, to help you with your accuracy. They're under market tools. I also highly recommend funded trading, especially for new traders. I recommend that you move in that direction because so many new traders just go and put their money in and they're traumatized. Is another thing I've noticed. They put all their money into learning this skill and they become traumatized when they don't get the results that somebody who's worked like 10 years to have in a month or 2 months or 3 months or even a year. So I think it's really important that you consider funded trading if you're a new trader. Look at that. I think that's really important because order filled. Order filled means that my trade cleared. I think that it's important that you do that. Oh, both trades cleared. Let's go, baby. Are you ready to break out? I think it's important that you have something that you use to help you balance your ideas in the market, is what I was going to say. All right, guys, we're really wanting this to break above this red area. I mean, I appreciate a big old candle. But at the end of the day, I do need that to break out. Okay. Market is just going to pull back and do what it did all over again. If we get a fresh candle above that EMA, we're good to go. All right. Again, I still wasn't believing this for the sale because it's not creating a consistent series. And when you, ooh, that was a bank right here. Okay. So when you see a square on this scanner, the banks are in. Excuse me for 1 second. I need to put a horizontal line here. And let's make that purple so that I know that's where I'm watching the market. Watch the market here. We got some resistance here. Now, what I like about this scanner is it just gives you like areas like, look, you're gonna have drama here. It just tells you they're gonna have a problem here. You need to be ready for that. And so I know, okay, if I have a yellow box that pops up on my screen, that in order for the market to continue to buy, it does need to open and close there. So I'll wait for it to do that before I take another trade on that. Okay. We are in a zone of like between 27 and 31. Um, yeah, that's good. 1 second.
Order filled.
And then on this one, I've got so many screens up right now. That's at 30. That's what I'm looking to see you go. But you had a little bit of push in you, didn't you? Okay, back here. We want to see this open and close, this candle open and close. Forgive me, I have like 3 computers going here. I just like looking at all the different screens and keeping up. And I'm looking at something completely different on all of them. All right, this is good. We really want this to continue this momentum. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, you see how I pushed that star out of the way? All right, and then we're just boom, right? So we're breaking out now. Remember what I told you? You really want to see that candle
Order filled.
clear. You really want to see that candle open and close on that next one up here. We really want to see that happen, okay? All right. And again, I am trading in the futures and the foreign exchange market right now. So this is breaking out, right? We were trapped right here in a little bit of consolidation, but now we're getting some good breakout movement happening. We want to see that momentum continue. And I want to look at this scanner just a little bit more in depth because this scanner tells me a lot, okay, about just like where the market, what the market is doing right now. And so there's my pullback, which remember I told you about your series. When you're looking at your series, look for 4 good candles and then expect that next candle to start pulling back because as the market does, like over and over again, the market makes consistent patterns. And as an educator, I try to get new traders to really understand a beginner's mindset, right? Patterns, patterns, patterns. For those of you who are just starting your day trading career, like patterns. The market moves in patterns. And when I say patterns, you remember like when you were a kid and you were in kindergarten, you got like a heart, a square, and a triangle. And it would be a heart, a square, and a triangle, a heart, a square, and then a triangle, right? That's what this market does. I promise you all day long. It is very cagey. People met like to make it stupid, ridiculous. It's not the patterns of the market that cause you to lose money. It's greed. Okay. It's just being ridiculously greedy. That's going to cause you to lose money every day, all day. All right. So I'm going to look at this. Perfect. Perfect. And I want to see where my market is going to be going. Right here is going to be an area of resistance. So why do I mark up these areas of resistance? Mark these areas of resistance so that I know where the candle needs to break. And when I say break, it's I know where that market needs to open and close. Okay, yep, that one is good. I'm gonna put this one here and we got a tremendous, beautiful series that has broken out. Oh, patience is a virtue. Yes, Lord, it is. And it's worth waiting for. I promise you guys it's worth the wait. Okay, this is a 15-minute chart. Let me see. See, you see how we're in here, we're hanging out in here. It keep wicking here. So that tells me, LA, be cool on the buys, right? Because it's wicking, it's not creating a candle. And what did I tell you it needs to do? It has to open and close if we're going into the next zone. And it has not done that. Okay. It has not, it has not, it has not. It's pulling back on me. So I like to go through all the time frames and see, okay, what is going on here? Yeah, you see, this is saying like it looks like a buy candle, but it's still pulling back. It's got sell momentum in it. So that's telling me, hold up, wait a minute, right? And I got how much time? I got 10 minutes left on this candle. So in 10 minutes, I want to come back and see if that candle is blue. If it is blue, that means we going to the sky. If it is not blue, then it means hold up, wait a minute, baby. Okay, so this is our first open and close above the EMA, which I like that, but it needs to hold its momentum, and it's not holding the momentum. Okay, so now I'm going to drop back down to the lower time frame, and then here again, we're getting our pullback. Now remember, we're going to use wisdom at all time because what it does on the left, it has to do on the right. So at some point, don't get it twisted, it has to sell, but I'm not going to believe it for the sale until it gives me a nice series. Okay. And it has not done that. And dojis are not a series. And guess what? We don't really trade dojis around here. We do not trade dojis. All right. So here you have it. Okay. So we got our little pullback here. This I'm not believing it. These little dots means that it's pullback. It means that yeah, it say that it's selling, but don't believe the hype. That's why I love that scanner in particular. It's like, yeah, it on a regular chart, it looked like it's selling, but listen, sis, it's not selling. Okay. Because you're getting this pullback movement. I got 37 seconds here. And then let's see if it turns around and gives us a flat bottom for the buy. Okay. Let's see what we get. Now, again, we still got to use proper risk management because we know that this market is it needs to sell. It does need to sell. It's like, going on a road trip. Got to go get some gas. And so that's kind of what the market is doing right now. It needs to get a little gas in its tank before it continues to push up. Okay, so here's another one. That's our first flat top. This needs to maintain a dark red color in order for us to believe that that market is going to sell down. If not, it's just going to reset and buy back up. And we're going to continue to buy up until it is ready, until it's truly ready to sell. And then when it's ready to sell, we're going to sell. And that's the thing I love about day trading is that you get paid for the buy and the sale. Before we had the knowledge that we have now, we were just kind of like thinking about the stock market and think, oh my gosh, right? Because it's something we've seen on TV. When it's selling, it's a bad thing, right? You got to get out. When it's not true, we get paid on the buy, we get paid on the sale. It's you just have to be in the market properly. Again, the momentum on the sale is still very weak. I will know that the momentum is no longer weak and that the momentum is strong once I have dark fractals. And what did I tell you? We're using Hakanashi candles, which are about momentum. So these are dojis. We do not want dojis with Hakanashi candles. I need a series of red flat top candles on the sale. If it does not give me a series, then I do not believe it. I do not believe it. Okay. So again, there's our doji. And then so what we're looking to see is, are you ready to sell? Are you ready to sell? Or are you going to give us a flat top because you went to go get gas, right? When I tell y'all, because you went to go get gas because you were exhausted. That was a beautiful run up. That was beautiful. Was that not beautiful? That was beautiful, y'all. Beautiful. Okay. So what are you going to do? Are you going to give us that flat bottom? Order filled. Okay. I'm liking how this is looking. I'm liking how that is looking. 1 second. Where is the market? 2430. Oh, I did not put in a TP. Edit that. No one edit that. 2430. Let's do 5, please. Confirm. Yeah, that's cool. All right, so let's see now. Now, again, we're moving in this direction because the overall momentum, guys, on the higher time frame is for the buy. Okay. So we got some back and forth movement right here that is happening. Let's go back over here. Let's look at this. And our momentum down here is really weak, right? We had this candle, but it was blue and now it turned red. But the momentum here is still really, really, really weak. And then this yellow box is still here and the resistance is here. Okay. So even on that push down, we're met with a little bit of opposition on the sell side. When we go back up to the higher time frame, you got a beautiful flat bottom. You got 4 minutes there. So you're definitely either going to push back up in this area or you're going to pull back, right? There's only two ways that you're going to go. But as long as I'm getting dojis, the momentum is not solid. Okay. So what we want to see, I want to look at another time frame really quickly. Ooh, yes. Okay, this one is on top too. So let's see what it's gonna do, shall we? Back down to the 1 minute chart. And so I love this scanner, the Monday box, the Monday scanner, because this is telling us, okay, LA, if it's going to continue to push up, it has to break through here. This is really consolidating. It's showing us like these flat tops, and it looks strong to begin with, but then it keeps pulling back, and then the fractals are really light. Okay. So it's just doing like a slow creep down, but at the same time, it's really in consolidation because it's not going past this area here. So what we can do is we can move our horizontal line right about here, but we know, like, for real, we're not really selling unless we open and close beneath here. Okay. And so that's what we really, 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 really want to see more than anything. 1 second, let me fix that. All right, so here we go again for that buy momentum. We got that beautiful flat bottom. We got a nice dark fractal, but the market is in consolidation, right? And so it's just hanging out right in here. Basically between 29 and 30 is where the market is hanging out. I am trading gold as usual. I love gold. I used to hate gold. I really did. I hated gold, but I began to just study the patterns of gold. And I was like, oh, gold is very consistent. It does not lie to you. People think like, oh no, gold is crazy. You crazy for trading gold. No, it's very consistent. If you learn the pattern, you'll be happy. Okay. So again, we got buy momentum here, but I told you on this scanner, when you have a dot, it's telling you, okay, most charts right now are going to look like this. It's going to give you a nice little flat bottom. But this is telling me it's got pullback in it. And so what happened on that next candle? It pulled back. Okay. So that's why I really like that scanner. And I just call this is the nickname of the scanner. It's not the actual name. I call this my banking scanner. And I call this scanner my Monday scanner because those are the things that I appreciate about it the most with the technology. Okay. So again, we've got some pullback on the buy here. This may be ready to break out and push up for us momentarily, which is really what we want because we really want a candle above the purple EMA When I'm trading the buy, I'm always looking to be above that purple EMA, never beneath. When the purple is on top, the market is buying. When the yellow is on top, the market is selling. All right. So we got a nice little wick down here. So let's see if that's going to hold that momentum, or is it going to continue to push and pull? And that is a push. All right. So let's see if it's going to hold it. Again, we've really just been waiting all this time to see the market come to about right here, right? It's in this zone right here. This is firming up that this area is just kind of being wicked. Let's see if it can hold it. We got 39 seconds. I'm 100% okay with this market going to get some gas, as I like to call it. Go ahead and get your gases. Fill your tank up because it is going to continue to push up. All right. So let's see how this is going to come down. And let's see if we get another candle because we're looking for a series. And in order to have a series, we need at least 4 candles. And it's pushed back, okay? It's just hitting that area of resistance and it's not moving in the direction we want it to. And now we got another push for that buy up. Remember, I told you it's like gas. Fill that tank up and then push. But we need it to push up here. We need that candle to open and close. It's just hanging out in here. Okay. So that current zone is like 29. It really could go 29.5 to 30.5 is with the current zone where the market is just trending, moving back and forth for 1 point. And we really want to see the market move a lot more than that. And we really want to see the market open and close above that black line. So this is the pre-London session. The London session will actually begin. I believe we got
Order filled.
All right, that trade cleared. Colossus, I'm done. I've beyond met my quota. And I don't want to overtrade. But let's see what time is it? I'm on the West Coast in San Francisco at 10:30. It's 10:30 in the Bay, and it is 6:30 in London. Okay. So you got a little bit of time. You got about an hour and 30 minutes before the London bell. Okay. So we've got a clear breakout again. So how was I able to clear all my trades and be at 100% even in the midst of push and pull? I'm glad you asked. The first thing I always do is I go to FinViz, whatever color FinViz says gold is, that's the color I'm trading. All right. So it said that it's green. That means it's going to buy. Then I'm going to go to the 15-minute chart and look here and see what color is it on 15-minute chart. Again, I got another buy candle moving in a buy momentum, buy direction. Now, this scanner here, I'm gonna mark up all my zones, okay? Based on high areas of resistance. Remember, I told you I needed that to open and close in there, and it did that. All right. Ooh, she's about to take off, y'all. Y'all ready? She's gonna take off. I'm not getting in this trade until it pulls back. Remember, I told you for your series, you need about 4 candles. So I look for that 4 candles, but I really need a doji. Okay. I need a doji on a reset. I like this. It's beautiful. It can continue to push up fine with me. But be anxious for nothing and do not overtrade. If you meet your quota, go on with your day. I have beyond met my quota. The account that I'm in, I have tripled it in a few sessions. So I'm grateful for that. And I'm going to continue to operate in humility. Let's see here. Okay, so she's pulling back now. Like we got 4 seconds on this next candle. Let's see if we can get a doji here. Good. It's a short candle, not necessarily a doji, but we do want a doji. All right. Now we know that in order for the market to continue to push up to our next zone, it's got to open and close here. So I'm expecting it to hit this wall and come down all day long. Okay. And I know if it comes down at the low, it's got to come all the way down here to where these red candles are. If it can push through all this resistance, and I'm telling you, normally to push through all this resistance is news all day long. We don't have any news. So this thing can very much so go to the moon, Linda. And if it goes to the moon, we're looking for it to go up to about 39. Okay. And then if it continues to go, we're looking for it to go about 43. Okay. Is where I've got my high marked for now. So we wait. All right. And so when I get my doji, it's time for my reset. See? I pay attention. You got to have those 3, 4 candles. You should get 4 solid. If you don't get 4 solid and you start getting dojis on that fourth one, then the market is definitely looking to reverse on you. Okay. So use wisdom. All right, guys, I will be live. Those of you who want to come in the Zoom room, let me know. I am trading. We got different trading times this week. I'm trading at 10 a.m. Eastern this week with beginners only. Happy trading. I wish you all the best. And I hope that you learn this EMA strategy because I love it.